I am George.Hayward for Sonoran Desert Institute, FTT 111, week number 1 video submission. In this particular video submission, we are going to demonstrate the process how to clear a firearm. We're going to state what takes place during the cycles of function. There is no live ammunition here. And then the third step we're going to do is walk through with the live dummy ammunition. First thing, with any firearm a customer may give you is you verify that the weapon is clear, safe to operate. So, taking the weapon, drop the source of ammunition, which has dummy ammunition, set it aside. Lock the chamber to the rear. We look through, visually inspecting the chamber, and try to place our finger. There is nothing there. The next thing we want to do is conduct the first of 2 functions checks. The first functions check is done without dummy ammunition. That is just to make sure the pistol operates on its own with nothing in the way. So what I'm going to do is charge the weapon, lock it, place the weapon on safe, attempt to fire. Weapon should not fire. Hammer does not drop. The next thing I want to do is this weapon has ambidextrous safeties and it has a grip safety. So what we want to do to test the firing of the weapon is disengage the grip safety by grabbing it, holding the grip as we should. Disengage the manual safeties. It is disengaged. Now the weapon should fire. Once I do, I will fire, hold it to the rear. Hammer did fall as held to the rear, and I charge it again. The hammer is locked back in its cock position, verifying that the hammer and the sear, disconnector, and such are working as it's supposed to be. When I release the trigger, you should hear a metallic click saying that the reset is complete. And so as the reset is now complete, I will go into our third step, which will be actually loading the dummy ammunition and completing a second functions check. And so having the weapon now, we know it is clear in a non-cocked situation. Taking the magazine, which is our feed source, insert into the mag well, make sure it is in place properly. At this time, this is starting of the feeding. It's not feeding yet, but starting. So what takes place at this time is I'm going to charge the slide. What that's going to do is the cycles of operation going to take place is the slide on the inside is going to strip the dummy round from the magazine. As it moves forward, that's called feeding, step number 1 of the cycles of operation. Then we're going into the chamber. That is step number 2. And it is locked when the slide is fully forward by the recoil spring and it's held in place. It will be locked. So it goes as this in real time. It is now locked. Place the weapon on safe. At this time, we know it fired when it was not when it was unloaded with no dummy ammunition. We'll attempt to fire it again. We place it on safe, on fire. We check both safeties again. It should not fire. It does not. So we disengaged the grip safety. We disengaged the manual safety. It should fire. I'm holding it to the rear. At this time, when I charge again, the dummy round is going to come out. It's going to recock the system. It's going to unlock from the locking lugs on the top of the barrel here, tilting down. As it moves to the rear, the extractor has a dummy round, and the ejector, which is mounted in the frame, is going to push the dummy round out. We release. It goes back forward again. And the cycle begins all over again. Hammer's locked to the rear, completing the steps. As we make conclusion here, what I'm going to do, all of this was following the FTT 111 textbook from Sonoran Desert Institute. And so out of common practice, I believe in clearing weapons, especially when I don't know their status. My name is George.Hayward. This completes our video submission for week number 1, FTT 111.